Video, I'm going to be switching over to some tech. I have an old 286 computer that I purchased several years ago from a local shop here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I've never actually powered it up. I bought it, put it on a shelf, and basically have stared at it for years. And I thought, hey, it's kind of COVID time. Let me get a table going on over here and let's power it up and see what happens. I also, in this video, I bring in my son. He's Kartik Guy Jr., and he'll be helping take it apart, powering it up, and learning along the way. So let's get started. All right, so this is Kartik Guy Jr. here, and we're gonna be upgrading this old 286. This is a computer that I bought a long time ago, several years ago, for like 95 bucks. It's got supposedly a 57 meg hard drive, 1 meg of RAM, a 286 processor running at 10 megahertz, and apparently the floppy worked when I bought it. And it has two floppies, probably a 360K and a 1.44 megabyte, so, or a 720K. And got this NEC multi-sync monitor that I picked up recently for free from a neighbor, and it's a VGA monitor. Unfortunately, this computer, and this is it looks like a CGA with a parallel port. So we're gonna first open this up, okay?
Okay.
Take a look. Okay, so Kartik Guy Jr. is gonna start taking apart these screws. I started off this one right here. So no,
This one?
no, it's that. It's exactly what already you have there.
Okay.
So just unscrew that.
Okay.
No, you're screwing it in
Okay.
the other way. Yeah. Remember, always to the left. You unscrew it. So make a little stack right here. So it looks like this case has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws that we're going to be taking apart. And I'll skip to the point where we get those out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so we got the screws off, Kartik Guy Jr.
Yes, we did.
So I think that we could go around. Let's go around. And this case should slide off. So if we pull this off, let me see. Yep, it slides off, slides forward. So it's kind of heavy. Oh, look at that. Careful. Right here, hold it in the middle here. Okay. Watch your fingers. Let's do it together. Okay, now we can lift off everything. We can lift it off. There you go. Ooh, this is how old computers were. Heavy, huh? Okay, let me put this down. All right. Let's see what's inside here. Oh my gosh. So, this is a hard drive, which is massive. It's like bigger than your hand. This only holds 57 megabytes. You know how big that is?
No.
It's you can not even fit one screen, one game in there.
One game?
One of the new games doesn't even fit in there.
What?
Yeah. And this is called the motherboard down here. Oh, there's a big board in the bottom.
Yes.
And this is a floppy drive. We don't touch that in there because you can damage things.
And what is this? The battery?
That is close. That's called a power supply. So you plug in the electricity there, and that is the thing that gives the rest of the.
And this is the on switch and off.
That is the on and off switch. Yeah. And these are cards. I don't know what this is. That'll be an interesting card to see what that does. And this one right here looks like some kind of, oh, that's a floppy controller. Wow, that's old. But this one looks like some kind of additional RAM card of some sort. We'll have to take that one out. And this is combination video card with parallel, and this is a modem. So let's take some of these cards out and see what's in there, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Card Tech Guy Jr. is going to take off some of these screws for these. Oh, careful, careful! If you break it, no, you're tightening it. Always unscrew to the left. Imagine you're. Nope, that one is an empty slot. So let's leave that one out. It just has to cover.
That one?
That one uses as a flathead. No, that's a cover too. That's empty. And that one we can take off. That's a modem. We don't need that one in there. We don't even have a phone line anymore. So back when this was popular, people used to call other computers through their phone lines. And no, that's an empty. You see, that's an empty bracket. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's start with this one. The way you can pull this out is gently wiggle it back and forth. Like it has to be wiggled back and forth until it comes out. And this is, let's see if this is first of all dusty. But this is a modem, and it says, does it have any model number or anything on it?
Maybe this? Because there's a number on that.
Well, that's a capacitor. Doesn't have any. I'd have to look up these chips to see if I see. This is it was made in 1991, so it can't be that ancient. It's probably like a 1200 baud modem or something. Okay, that's the first card out. For this one, we need to switch the tip. Okay, we take out the video card with a flat head, because it's a combination of like. Oh, maybe I gave you one that is too thick. Let's try this one.
And this one.
Yeah, here, try this one.
And I put that.
Oh, that's working, yeah. Okay. I'll put it here with the rest. And same thing. You can no. Now you put that down, and now we're gonna wiggle this out. So this is in the fourth slot. Wiggle it back and this way, back and forth, back and forth. No. You're pulling it. You have to back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it comes out. And this is a Koei. I have no idea what this is. It's a 6845 chip on it. And it's got a ROM, I guess, and a bunch of logic, TTL logic for this. I'd have to look up what the model information is for that. Now,
So I got the screw
we
for
don't,
this one.
we don't need to. That's an empty slot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now these kind of long, so let's be careful with these. Let's see. I'm gonna start lifting up here. Well, this is gonna be hard to. Oh, because it has a. This is interesting. What is this? It's got another slot in the back here. Let me see. Can you? So this is gonna be a little bit harder to get out. Oh, there you go. Got it out.
No, but
Straight up. Look at that. That's a big card. And what is this? This was like some kind of specific. This is an AST. Oh, it's a FastRam card. Nice. I don't know what that is, but we'll look it up. This is like probably like some caching RAM or a RAM expansion.
plug this.
It's probably RAM expansion.
We need to plug this up now. This one.
All right, now this one we can pull out. No, don't. Let's not unplug that, but we can pull it out so we can take a look.
Plug that.
This is the key lock.
But I think we could unplug that.
That, yeah, this one we can unplug. Let me see what this is. Might be one of these.
And on the other side, there's a brown box.
All right, you know what? Let me just unplug these right here. No. Let me see. Let me just open it upside down like this. This is a Western Digital controller. So this looks like a Western Digital Corporation floppy and hard drive controller. So that's kind of cool. All right, so this is the board right here, and you can see it is pretty dusty. It's okay, you can let it go. It's a 1985 Phoenix Technologies BIOS, 2 chips there. It's got an 8287 math coprocessor. That's kind of cool. And yeah, 82. All right, can read that very well. This is the 8286 right here. That's the 286. And it's got a bunch of these other chipset chips and some other guys over here. I really have to clean this guy up really well, dust it off, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna power it up and see what happens. Hopefully the dust doesn't kill it. All right, so now we're gonna put it back together. Okay, but we're gonna put 2 cards in. We're gonna put the hard drive controller back in because we want to see this drives work. We're gonna put this RAM card in because I want to see that work. And I don't see the RAM underneath. It's under. It's probably more RAM down here somewhere. Let's see.
Yeah.
But or maybe the RAM is all on this card. I don't know how this old computer used to be configured. It's possible that all the RAM is actually on this card.
Oh, these wires.
Yeah. RAM is the memory. Like this is the memory.
And there's some back there.
Oh yeah, you see some of that back there?
Some wires and things back there.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave the full disassembly for another time. But let's try to turn this on. But first we gotta put together the cards. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put that one first. Let's see how it lines up with this plastic piece back here, and then it lines up in the front.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly. All right.
It's good. And now plug that. And now we.
Wait, no. Oh, it didn't. Well, welcome to
Yeah, good.
computers that require manual labor. Okay, now we're gonna slide this in until it's snapped on there. It's connected on the card. It's lined up, and that's lined up.
And it's,
So now,
yeah.
Card Tech Guy Jr. is going to screw that in. Oh, but you need, what happened to that? Oh, right here. Okay, we're gonna fast forward to the end result. Alright, so now Card Tech Guy Jr., we're going to upgrade this computer with a VGA video card. Probably something that this computer never expected was going to happen to it when it was built, because this didn't exist when this computer was out. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick that card in that slot. It's a 16-bit. This is a 16-bit ISA slot. And no, you have to push it here, until it snaps down. There you go.
Snaps down.
And now it's seated. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we'll find out. And here's a screwdriver. Here's a screw. I mean a screw.
So we put it in here.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Now you can screw it in. Got it?
Yes.
All right. So now this blue connector, you see, look at it. It's a VGA connector.
Yes.
Plug it in there. Look, align the same. Be very careful you don't bend the pins.
Okay.
You got it? You got it in there? Okay, now you have to screw these little guys, and you can use your, no, you see that? That's a flathead. You can use just your thumbs, like that. Those are thumb screws. Okay, now we're gonna fast forward to actually getting the rest of it wired up. Now, one thing that I should mention here is that I don't have a keyboard that plugs into this computer. This is an AT style keyboard, and I don't have the adapter or a keyboard that plugs into that. So we're gonna be stuck with just looking at the screen if it powers up and if it shows anything on the screen. So probably have to order an adapter for this. So I think that's good. I think that's good. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, good job. All right.
It's really hard.
So let's plug in the rest. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what we did. We plugged in the monitor, and we plugged in the computer. Remember, I don't have a keyboard, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna see what happens. This is the power switch right here. It's off right now. So let's, and Card Tech Guy Jr. powered on the monitor.
And the orange, it was green light, but now it's orange.
Orange means that it's sleeping and waiting for the computer to send it a signal. Green, when you power it up, it kind of powers up and does a test, right? So let's see if we do the same thing. You can see that
But then it turns orange.
turns on, but then it goes to orange. Now, now we're gonna take some bets. What do you think, Card Tech Guy Jr.? Is it gonna work? Are we gonna see something on the screen?
No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Why do you think it's not gonna work?
Because I don't really think this old stuff will work, like, because it was like it didn't power up in about 50 years.
Yeah, 50? 50?
Yeah.
50 years?
Or 10 years. I do not know.
Probably 10 years. But that's a good point. It hasn't powered up in a long time, and it is pretty dusty. So if we do power it on right now, it might just short circuit, like that movie, and maybe it'll turn into like a talking computer. What do you think? Like a talking robot computer?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I think it's gonna work. I think everything's gonna just magically work, and we're gonna see the computer turn on, and we're gonna see some text on the screen, and we're gonna be in business. What do you think? I say yes, you say no. Okay, I'm gonna turn this on. How about you come this way so you can take a look? Here we go. And
I told you.
Absolutely nothing happened.
I told you.
Okay. Well, that's weird.
Okay.
Let's see, hold on. Don't touch. Maybe, I have a feeling that maybe my cable is bad. I'm gonna say, maybe this cable is bad. Let me see. Okay, so here's what I did. I changed the cable because I think the other cable is bad. I've had that happen before. Very rare,
Now
but
let's turn it on.
no, this but the red one. Aha! That was it.
But look,
Look,
green light.
green light. That means there's supposed to be something there. Look at that! It's working.
There's nothing.
Why is
on
the screen so?
It's really.
Why is the
look.
brightness so low?
Oh my god! I didn't know.
Oh, there you go. Look, it says. How can we make this brighter? Oh, it's got a little thing on the bottom. It's like we're trying to figure out how to use the monitor instead of the computer itself. Okay. Alright, it's got a little turn wheel on the bottom. So if I go to color adjustment, no, I want luminance, I want brightness. Also, the screen is, alright, here we go. Wow, this is not very bright. Wonder if the screen is bad.
No, I think it's just really bright.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's much better. And what is this? This is geometry. I'm happy with the geometry. That means you can move the screen up and down. Color adjustments, 720 by 12 by 400, etc. What is that? OSD volume. Oh, it has speakers. Yeah, that's right. But this computer. Oh, that's another thing that we can do. Enter, save. Awesome. So we got a 286 from 1986. It's funny that the BIOS itself says 1985, and it's premium /286 from AST Research. It's got 640K of base memory and 384K of extended memory, which is probably that. So it is 1 meg.
Yeah.
1 megabyte. And that's it. Now I can't press F1 because I don't have a keyboard. But I guess for the next part.
No, but I think I have a keyboard at. I know where the keyboard is at.
Yeah, but we have the problem is that this computer uses a big plug. It's called an AT connection, and I'll show you what the difference is.
Because my laptop.
Well, from both of us, we'd like to thank you for watching this video.
Yes.
And if you like, subscribe. And in the next video, we're going to install some software on this. If the hard drive works, I think it should work, and play some old games.
Like these.
Actually, those are for another whole different. Those are CDs. This computer does not. Does not work with CDs. This works with even older games like yeah, this is like ping pong.
Ping pong?
Yeah. All right. So on that note, till next time.